Okay, great. Well, we'll get started. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you're tuning in from, for this webinar on Voaara, Madagascar. I am joined by Felipe Clergan, who is the owner and founder of Voaara, and he will be bringing us through the presentation this afternoon. Just some housekeeping before we get started. This presentation is being recorded, so we will send it out in a follow-up towards the end of the week. We'll also upload it to our YouTube channel, so you can catch up on it there or share it with your teams. We will also have some time at the end for questions, so if anything comes to mind, please do pop it into the chat box or the Q&A, and Felipe will be able to answer it at the end. But for now, Felipe, I will hand over to you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I see that people are still joining here a little bit, but Voaara is a new barefoot luxury resort brand. The first of the brand is based in Madagascar on an island called Sainte Marie, which is off the northeast coast of Madagascar. And it's really a new barefoot beach destination, rivaling the likes of Seychelles and Maldives and Mauritius, etc. As more people are joining in here, can present myself. My name is Philippe. My wife V, you can see next to me, and our dog named Lost, as in our tagline, Lost in Paradise. You might hear her barking a little bit in the background, which she does sometimes, but overall, she is a great little dog that we rescued. I was the founder of PK's List and Kiwi Collection, and I have sort of visited well over 2,000 hotels that I've stayed in 150 countries. And I grew up in Madagascar as a kid, and I wanted to sort of build what I believe real barefoot luxury should be, because I felt that was a lack in the world of barefoot luxury. There's a lot of luxury brands raising the bar more and more and more. So we wanted to take the fuss out of luxury and focus on what is important. So you can go to the next slide, please, Orla. So how do you get here? Well, Madagascar is recently becoming a very popular destination with new flights with Emirates. We do have flights from Paris, from Istanbul with Turkish Airlines. You can fly from Mauritius and Reunion Island, but you can also fly from Nairobi and Johannesburg, which are two sort of safari hubs. And what's interesting with that is that you can easily sell Madagascar, and our property in particular, as a post-safari destination. Once you fly into the capital of Madagascar, Antananarivo, short for Tana, you take a small plane similar to what you do when you land in the Maldives, and we have now as you can see here, we have 3 weekly scheduled charters, but we also have now 12 weekly domestic flights with Saradia, which is a local Air Madagascar airline locally, and we can do private charters anytime. Basically, that flight is about an hour long, and once you reach Sainte Marie, we can either pick you up right next to the airport by boat or take a car through some really nice little villages, and you get to us about an hour, which feels much shorter because of all the scenery. Voaara is a barefoot luxury beach retreat. We are the first in one of several Voaaras that are opening. The next one is coming in the Grenadines in about 18 months. We're soon announcing it. And the whole idea with Voaara was really to take inspiration from a lot of places that we love around the world, but creating a brand where you have sort of barefoot luxury, etc. And we're spread over 100 acres of beachfront, and as you can see on the picture, you have jungle reaching all the way to the beach, so it's very pretty. Right now we are 7 1- and 2-bedroom bungalows with 1 3-bedroom pool beach villa, and we are currently constructing another 4 villas and another 10 bungalows, and once we're completely done, there will be 15 villas, 3 and 4 bedrooms, and 20 bungalows. We have a lot of activities, both on land and in the ocean, and wildlife, adventure sports, and a lot of other things. This is our beach. We are blessed with several things. Not only do we have a beautiful white sandy beach, but we also have the sunset. We also have no currents, no huge waves, and no corals and rocks to hurt your feet, and it's not shallow, so you can actually run in from the beach and dive straight in, which my wife does every day. She swims across this bay, which is about 1 kilometer wide, and the water is between 26 to 28 degrees day and night all year round, and the temperature in the air is between 23 to 32 degrees Celsius all year long, day and night. It never gets cold, it never gets too hot, and it's a subtropical climate. Barefoot luxury, we have taken inspiration from a lot of places around the world, like sort of a little bit what we call wabi-sabi design meets African aesthetics, and we've taken inspiration from places like Brazil and Tulum and parts of Uruguay and things like that. But it's very natural materials, and we work with a lot of local material as well. Next. All the bungalows are located right on the beach. You're actually less than 10 seconds walk to the beach from here. And what's really amazing is that it's very much an indoor-outdoor living, the way we feel barefoot luxury should be. So you can sleep at night listening to the crush of the small waves going on. Some people are really sensitive to waves, and then the first night they might have a little difficulty falling asleep. So we have earplugs for those who are sensitive. But for me, it sort of helps me going to sleep. So we love it. The idea of the design, this is the smallest bungalow. This is a queen bungalow, but basically it has an indoor-outdoor bathroom. So you have a huge bathroom behind where you have either bathtubs or outdoor showers, and then you have a deck and a bedroom. We only have one of these queen size. The other are significantly larger. This is one of the deluxe beach bungalows, which has stunning oceanfront views. A very sizable room overall, and a big outdoor bathroom behind. This is the terrace, and this is how close you are to the beach. So as you can see, it wouldn't even take you 10 seconds, and you can actually be swimming. This is the layout of the 2-bedroom beach loft, which is one of my favorite bungalows. It has behind the bed, the large bed, there's an upper floor as well, which you'll see soon, but this can be done as 2 king size. This is the master bedroom. And also it has 2 bathrooms and a loft on top, which will come on the next slide, I believe. This is the loft upstairs where you can sit and read a book and relax and just look at the ocean or whatever. This is the 2-bedroom terrace suite. So it has 2 adjoining queen bungalows with a large terrace in between that serves as an indoor-outdoor weather sort of proof living area. So even if it rains, you can sit under it. This is the 3-bedroom beach pool villa. You can see it's very close to the beach, but it's elevated about 4 meters or 15 feet above sea level. So you have steps going down to it, and it's a 10-meter long pool. So here you can see the steps leading down, and that is the villa. We have these sort of really cool barn doors, taking inspiration from where I'm from in Sweden. So you have like barn doors and very open plan living. This is the view from the master bedroom with a beautiful terrace along the whole thing, and where you can do indoor-outdoor dining. This is the living area with one of the most comfortable couches I've ever sat in. I accidentally ended up sitting in it when we went into a store, and my wife was looking at furniture, and I said that this is the sofa we're going to have in all Voaaras because it's incredibly comfortable. And all of the sides here can be open completely, but there are windows if you want to close it. Most people leave the barn doors open, but they can be closed as well. Some pictures and sort of a feel of this sort of wabi-sabi with sort of polished cement floors and beautiful linens and beds. We have actually natural mat beds from Devon in the UK, and we have linen, sew linen from Poland. So we don't have any cotton. It's all pure linen, which is really nice to sleep in. This is our main restaurant, La Plage by Sarion, and next to it you have the kitchen, and that's our pool of our beach. And you can see, you don't even see the bungalows. They are hidden somewhere in the trees here, but this is how lush it is. And this picture has not been modified at all. This is the color of the sea, and that's the color of the ocean. So La Plage by Sarion is quite a unique concept. So we've taken inspiration from particularly two restaurants around the world that we really love. One is John Dal in Ibiza. The other one is La Huella in Jose Ignacio, Uruguay. And we've taken this sort of barefoot dining and taken Spanish Mediterranean, Asian influences and using local produce. And we have taken foods from all over the world that we happen to love. So you can eat things which we'll show on a couple of slides here shortly, but things like what we call seafood concepts. You actually can see what you are eating. It's seafood. This is the terrace, steps down to the beach, and outdoor dining. This is Alex Sarion. He used to work for 3 Michelin star chef Kiki da Costa, 2 Michelin star Tom Akins, and also for Nobu. And he has a very incredible career where he has taken a very different path, and he does only private events for ultra luxury brands and very wealthy individuals. And he's agreed to have us as the only restaurants in the world where he puts his name. So we are having a lot of fun together, creating really cool food. And he comes 4 times per year and creating these amazing things. And what's really fantastic with Madagascar is that the local people and the chefs that we have are really able to follow the recipes, and they're not trying to be overly creative. They are thinking that it's amazing to actually replicate what he has done. So it's, even when he's not here, the food tastes at least 95% of what the executive chef does. We also have another restaurant called Le Grill, and there we've taken sort of the Spanish Argentinian grill to the next level, where you sit very barefoot on the beach. Only 4 tables that needs to be booked in advance because it's very popular both for lunch and dinner. We cook on coconut husks because it's the only part of the coconut tree that is not being used, and it's a waste product. Instead of cutting down trees in Madagascar, which is the biggest problem, we are teaching the locals to use coconut husks, which burn longer, hotter, and it gives a smoky coconut flavor to the produce, which is fantastic seafood that comes from the ocean right in front. Sometimes we have the fishermen walking straight up from the ocean and giving us food. And then the South African Wagyu, but also Malagasy Cebu cow, which is considered one of the tastiest meats in the world. It's a little sweeter, but really fantastic. We have a bird's nest, which we are using for a lot of things. Madagascar and Sainte Marie in particular has the largest migration of humpback whales in the world. So we have, last season, there were over 500 individual humpbacks there at the same time, and they calculated over 3,000 humpback whales during the 4 months that they migrate here. And they come here to reproduce and to give birth, and they stay until the calves are big enough to swim in the big oceans. So we use this bird's nest for sundowners, but also for whale watching, and also for stargazing at night when we set it up with sun lounges. You can lie on your back and just look up in the sky. And we have a very good policy when it comes to light pollution. So we have a very, very low light pollution. Underneath this bird's nest, which you'll see on the next slide, we have a sushi place where you can dine up to 8 people and get amazing sushi from a chef that has worked with Nobu. So it's actually amazing dinners. And you sit and look over the rice fields and the ocean. We also know that when people are staying a week or longer, they want to do something else. So we have a outdoor movie theater and a pizza place under these amazing cashew trees where you can, join and watch a movie and have a fabulous pizza. We also have a beach menu where you can eat beach snacks all day long, fantastic tacos that are homemade, to beautiful salads and a lot of other things like Vietnamese salad rolls and, a lot of exciting things. And then we have a couple of bars Franco's bar is done with recycled materials. So all of the decking you see is actually the paneling of the old bungalows. And the bar is done from the walls of one of the bungalows from before, and the top counter, it's an old bar that we've sort of repurposed. Franco's bar is a perfect spot for sunset drinks, but also in the black rocks behind you, we have dug out a little bit of a pool where you can sort of have the tidal waves coming in, and you can sit there and have a little sundowner. We also have a beach club for those people who want to be a little more social or listen to music next to Franco's bar. So there's a little bit of a vibe going on for those who want to. We don't like forcing people to be social. So that's up to you. If you come and you want to be more social, this is the place to go. We also have another bar inside La Plage restaurants where it's more like a sort of a cocktail bar type thing. Beachside spa treatments, no better way than doing it in the sunset right on the beach. This is how it's done. You can do couple massages in one of them where we set up with two, or we have all types of treatments, but we're trying to keep it a little bit simple. So it's sort of Swedish massage and sort of deep tissue in different types of pressure, not to complicate things too much. Activities, loads of it, but one of the most impressive thing is that we found a long lost wave 45 minutes from us, which is a world-class wave. So for those of you who have surfers as clients, this is a wave. This is when it was small. It gets about twice this size, and this is for expert level surfers. So if you want to surf like an insane wave all alone, you can do so. And we also have a house wave about a minute away from the property, where we have for almost all year round, you can do for beginners and intermediary, and we have a surf instructor on place. We also do wing foiling and a few other things. So included activities are things like snorkeling. We have two local reefs just minutes away from us, so you actually can walk there or swim there. Yoga is really something that we also offer. Stand-up paddle boards, mountain biking, surfing, as I just mentioned, outdoor cinema, stargazing, jungle gym that's being built as we speak. And then hiking is something quite remarkable, because in 2025, to find a place where you can walk for an hour and a half in both directions without seeing another building, that's what we offer, with beaches that are just incredible. Some of them are so stunning that we gave names to them, like Jurassic Beach and Skeleton Beach and a lot of other stuff. The skeleton is because you have all of this driftwood that's looking like old skeletons, but it's really amazing. Extra activities, whale watching, of course. June to September is when you are guaranteed to see whales. Sunset pirogue, it's a dugout canoe where you can go and looking at amazing sunsets and having a little bit of champagne if you want. Paddy scuba diving. The majority of the year you have about 50 meters of visibility. Other parts of the year is probably like 20, but it's quite incredible. Deep sea fishing, a lot of fish. You can fish for everything from tuna to GT, giant trevallies, to a lot of other things, and then you bring it up and we'll cook it the same day for you. Wing foiling. Wing foiling is part of the year between April and September, where there are a little bit more winds further out. We are in a protected bay, but if you go out about 150 to 200 meters, you can try wing foiling if you want. Quad bike tours has become very popular because we are located on an island where we are blessed with a wild beach on the other side that's about 20 kilometers long, where you can ride on the beach, and we go visit local villages, orphanages. We see certain sites and natural pools and a lot of really cool stuff. Castaway picnics, private dining experiences that we can do all over the place. Pirate Cemetery. Sainte Marie is known for being a destination where Captain Kidd lays buried, and there was a lot of very famous pirates who lived here back in the 16th, 17th century. And they actually found Captain Kidd's sunken treasure back in 2012. So there's a National Geographic documentary on that called The Pirate Island. Lemur day trips. We can go to nearby King Kong Island, and it's named that after being the inspiration of the 1937 first King Kong movie, the Skull Island. And we can go there for day trips. And massages, of course, we can create that, a lot of treatments. So here we have the rates. Very important, since I've traveled a lot around the world. I felt that a lot of places, especially in Africa, are trying to charge a little bit too much because they can. What we wanted to do is that we want to attract the right type of audience. So we felt that around the €1,000 mark for 2 full board, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a very generous full board where we don't charge extra for lobster and Malagasy prawns and things like that. The festive rates also, we only increase about 25% because we want to be able to attract the same people all year round. Beachfront bungalows from $1,495 to $1,895, and as you can see, a 3-bedroom beach pool villa is roughly just 3 times what a bungalow is. So we don't try to overcharge, but we provide a lot of experiences for these rates.